Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Atlantic Venus channel. Today's pick a card reading is all about what is coming forward during 2024. Um, I wanted to prepare this reading much earlier, but I got the cough and sore throat and I had fever, like everything, was going kind of I was going through a tough time beginning of this year with my health. The autumn last year was kind of hectic for me. There was a lot of things going on in my private life, so I didn't have the time to do many readings about the monthly pick a card readings. But this pick a card reading is about your year 2024 and what is coming forward to you, what kind of surprises or challenges or whatever is coming forward in your life. And remember, you have free will to react on what is coming towards you, but we can't control everything, but we can always control our emotions, our thoughts, and we have the free will to change our life directions. But sometimes there can come some destiny points that will turn things around, that will surprise you. But remember, when you watch all my readings, take only what resonates with you. So, just take only what resonates with you, okay? Let's see here. You can choose between three piles. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. You can you can pause the video and you can decide what kind of pile you want to listen to. I have pre-shuffled some oracle cards, but I will shuffle some tarot cards too, because I work with both tarot cards and oracle cards. Even when I do readings with my clients, I do use both oracle cards and tarot cards, but I use oracle cards as a clarifier when I work with my clients. But when I do YouTube videos, I tend to use oracle cards more easily. I mentioned this. The autumn was kind of tough. I had a heavy workload. There was so much responsibilities I had to take, and there were so many planets that were retrograde. We had Venus, Saturn, Jupiter retrograde, and sometimes there were almost 4 planets retrograding. No, 3 at many of the times, and that's the time we can't really go forward. We have to go backward. We have to reevaluate things, maybe our current life situations. You have to put 3 times more effort to whatever you are doing. I think that I had to reevaluate many things, and I had to take a break from this because I can sometimes find this to be a very hectic job where you have to, produce content, but I don't want to work in that way. That is not my thing. I don't believe in that kind of attitude when it comes to spiritual and advisory work. But now, beginning of this year, all planets are going direct. So what does that mean? It means that things will start to change very fast. Time will speed up. And this will happen during the 3 months now in the beginning of this year. So it's great time to clean up the mess from the last year, to just start over, leave all those old projects behind you, and close the old door so you can open the new one. Okay? There will also be a shift, planetary shift. Jupiter will move from the sign Taurus to the sign Gemini this year, around 25th of June 2024. So we have been in a very heavy kind of energies during last year, with both Saturn being Pisces and Jupiter in Taurus. You know, it's very emotional places, very heavy, very down to earth. But I think the shift will be very positive for everyone who has a lot of air in the birth chart, but also fire. I might do some transit readings for you guys one day in this channel, but maybe I will start my own astrology channel so I don't mix up with the tarot and oracle cards things. But let's see here. This is a small minor transit, and yeah, by the way, the nodes are right now in the sign of Libra and Aries. So South Node K2 is in Libra and North Node is in Aries. So I think this year will be very beneficial for everyone who wants to start up something new, to focus on themselves, and maybe dealing less with relationship. There will be, generally speaking, on a collective level, there will be maybe more breakups, or people will leave some partnership relationships where the karmic contracts have kind of done the work, you know, it doesn't benefit you anymore. And more soulful relationship might enter for everyone this year, 2024. And in a sidereal, if we use the sidereal points, the nodes are in Virgo and Pisces. So I think we'll be more inclined to do more spiritual work this year, generally speaking, for the collective, and giving more service to the people. And we have Saturn in the tropical sign of Pisces. So I think working for yourself, but also taking care of the weak ones, and bond through authentic relationships. You might change groups, alliances, relationship this year. So yeah, but let's see here. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Hi guys, this is pile 1. Let's see, before I start the reading, I will begin with an angelic message for you, pile 1. And this is also for every pile. Let's see here. Retreat, seek and receive consolation from God to overcome a difficult experience. This is a time for reflection, solitude, and contemplation. So pile 1, I do see that you will do some kind of personal inner work with yourself. Let's put it here, or maybe I can put it here. I don't think the candles will burn this. Yeah, you can see the message here. And I have prepared some oracle cards for you, and then I will shuffle some tarot cards. But let's see. And I will read this in my own way. Follow your own rhythm. Onag, creative solution. Libra, a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Ashwagandha, purpose. So we have the North Node and Moon. Intuition, Moon and the Sun. Creative, follow your rhythm. A win-win forecast, purpose, and intuition. Very interesting. I think you will focus on yourself. I do see that you will benefit a lot this year from spiritual work, you know? Reflect on you will do more reflective work this year for you, pile one. I do see, I don't feel like you need more rest, but you need to like take care of your energy. And I do see that you will kind of be in solitude. I think I understand this part. You will be in solitude so you can find yourself. You will sometimes maybe feel like you're locked in a capsule, and it's like you're putting a seed on the ground and you don't see the results, but you will see it forward from a year of ahead, you know? But I feel like this could, if you're putting the seeds this year, I think you can even see the results about 2 years. You know, there is a project you're making that will give much bigger results 1 year, even 2 years after you have planted this, you know. And I do see that this is some kind of karmic. This is supposed to happen because it's a North Node and Moon is here placed in this card. So I do see that this is kind of consuming your mind. It is out of the ordinary. This is a very unique thing you are building up for yourself, Pile 1. And I do feel like if you just follow your own flow, your own rhythm for this, I feel like this is a very specific project. You will come out as a winner, no matter what kind of adversities you will meet or problems you will face in the future. Don't give up, no matter what, you know. And you have to think creatively. I do see abundance coming, but this abundance is coming from you, from within, you know. It comes from you. And I feel like you're in a strong connection with a specific kind of stream of wisdom, of source of wisdom that you're following that will give you results. But remember, you have to rest and you have to be active, you know. Don't do too much of one thing or another. You need to understand that resting is very important, but to also be active with your own projects. And, you know, whatever you are watering, this will grow, you know. So there is a balance of watering and retreat, you know. And the grass is not greener on the other side. It's green wherever you put your intention and energy on that thing, okay? That's what I see, Pile 1. There should be I do see that you need to kind of balance the masculine and feminine energy within you. It's all about the balance. I do see that there's so many indications of finding balance between the masculine and feminine within you. So you can't just be active and just passive. There should be a balance between passivity and activity this year for you, Pile 1. So if you have overworked last year, or maybe you have been too passive, now this year it's all about balance. And I mean, the South Node is in Libra, so we have to balance things out, you know. But I feel like you have to balance things out through solitude, through being alone, you know. I don't really see that you will be too social with people. Um, but let's see. Let's shuffle some tarot cards to see what 2024 will bring for you, and what this creative project or this seed is going to bring you. Maybe it could be a new relationship, it could be some pregnancy, but I feel like it's work related. I feel like it has to do with some work project. I do see a desk and paper and pens. So maybe you need to focus on something like that. Let's see here. Eight of Cups. The High Priestess. Okay. Page of Pentacles. The Sun. Six of Wands. The Fool. Yes, there is a highly in the bottom, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, you have to be brave enough and take risk, no matter what you are working with. There is a new thing going on in your life that will kind of change the course of your life. I do see that you are a beginner of something new right now. There is something you are working with that will give results forward on, and I don't see any blockages. What you need to do is to leave something from the past behind you. And I do think there could be some relationship, some emotional thing you have to let go of so you can reap the results you want. I think some of you maybe have done some breakups. Maybe you have done some work within yourself, deal with some trauma or emotional work, but you have to leave something behind, and you will leave last year's problems behind you. I do see that, and when you do that, the luck, the shift will start to move forward. Do you see this sun and moon thing going on? This is meant to be. This is meant to happen for you. Whenever I see the sun and moon together, when I do a reading, I do see that there is a new potential for a new beginning. And we saw that. I mean, when I see the sun and moon, I think of the new moon. There is something new. There is something you're putting intention on something that you're putting if you put effort on something new, maybe it's improvement, but I do see that this is something very intellectual or creative. You, pile one, will do something for yourself. I think I know what this also could be. I think some of you will start up your own company or companies, and maybe you have never done this before. I do see there is some kind of skill you will improve, and this is highly creative and highly intuitive, and I do see, and when you start a company, when you start something, you have to be like the Fool and take a risk and be open for the new adventures that is waiting for you, pile one. So don't be scared. Have faith in you and trust the process, that everything will work as it should. You have all the knowledge that you need. And I feel like the rhythm card is talking, and the high priestess card is talking about that you need to listen to your inner voice, no matter what you are going to work with. You have to listen to that inner voice. Um, some of you, it could be some kind of move, but most of you, there is a new startup, either with university studies, but definitely with entrepreneurial things, some entrepreneurial work you're going to start up with. So I do see with pile one that you want to start up a new life, for sure. And this is your time, and this is meant to happen. You might be a Libra, and I'm not surprised if you have like Libra placement and this will kind of happen to you, where you just start up and things will shift a lot for you Libras out there, okay? But you have to retreat, you have to work in solitude. I don't see too much of networking right now. I feel like it's so early in the process. It's more like you finding your thing, how you want to lead your career or your work or whatever kind of project you're working with. This is what I see, So yeah, pile one. Thank you very much. And let's move on to pile two. Bye. Hi, pile two. Welcome to this reading. Oops, this is the card that doesn't belong to you. Sorry, I have problems with coughing and so on. But let's put this crystal aside. And let's begin with an angelic message for you, pile two. Let's see here. Oh, look at this beautiful card. Faith in values. Your values are guiding principles. Use them to choose the way you live your life. So interesting. I think pile one, you will reevaluate your life, what you value. It could be on a spiritual level, physical level, relationships, family. There is something you are going to reevaluate when it comes to your values. Even when it comes to spiritual or religious faith, you will reevaluate if you believe in this or that. Only you know what it is all about. I feel like you will. There is something. If you are unsure of what your values are, you can always ask your guides or gods or universe to see what you need to hear and see what you need to experience. Sometimes we need to experience things to know what we are valuing. Even a shitty or bad relationship can teach you about what you value in your life and what you do not value anymore in your life. Sometimes you need to experience things so you know what you value before you can decide, oh, this is my values. Through experience, you can get the answer. Inner trust. Okay. I do pile two, sorry, pile two. I do believe that you will go through some major spiritual changes during this year. Psyche, third eye knowledge and intuition. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Wealth. and retreat. Very interesting. Do you see the planet Jupiter here in those cards? I think your values is more based on spiritual, highly spiritual principles, or spiritual wisdom, knowledge that you maybe follow. There is something there you're trying to reevaluate. This year, 2024, you will embark into a new spiritual journey. Maybe you haven't focused on that. You don't really know where you're standing on your spiritual path. Maybe you're walking a solitary path or a traditional path, or no matter what, sometimes we think we are believing one thing, but we might change because something is like taking something new is coming into your life. It could be a relationship that enters in your life, and suddenly your spiritual beliefs and change too. And the teachings that you have met previously will you and I think it has to do with your family, the teachings, the spiritual or religious teachings. You will start to reevaluate your background, your roots. This is what I see for you, pile one, for good and bad. And even the faith you have can either give you something or take something away from you. Um, let's see here. Do you have a poor money mindset, pile two? Because I do see that the faith you have on when it comes to wealth and money kind of can make a big difference on how you will attract wealth in your life. But I want to see, with the help of the tarot cards, to see what this is all about. Usually, when I read for my clients, I use mostly of the time tarot decks and use oracle cards as a clarifier. But when it comes to YouTube, I like to start with the oracle decks and then with the tarot. Very interesting how this can be. But let's see here. Knight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, the Tower. Okay, very interesting. I actually like this tarot card. I like the retro feeling I get from this deck. Eight of Swords. Okay, I start to see the Emperor. King of Swords. And in the bottom, the Devil. Oh my God. So interesting reading. You know what? Pile one? No, sorry, pile two. I do see that you will fight for what you're believing in. I do see that you will focus a lot on work, but I do think that this has to do with self-work. But if you're in an apprenticeship or you're trying to improve yourself, this is what you will continue this year too. But when it comes to your inner trust, your values, your spiritual value, you might go through some awakening moment when I see this card. Something major will shift. Something that you have believed in for a very, very long time will shift drastically for you. If you haven't stand on a true foundation for a very long time, the waves will start to move and you will start to move forward, pile two. So no matter what you're believing in, you will go through a eureka moment. You'll question your beliefs and your surrounding too. And I do see that you have to fight for your values, your own truth. This year, you'll fight about your own truth, No matter what other people believe in or think about, you will fight for what you believe in. Okay? You will see that no matter what, if you don't stand on a secure foundation, this will also change, So this is a major change. And pile two, are you struggling with some small, limited beliefs about yourself? Because I do see that you also maybe have to break through from some codependency. Because if you do that, King of Rods wants, when you deal with some psychological issues within yourself, and this will happen when you are going through this awakening moment of what you believe in this life, this is when you can start building a new foundation for you and become independent. So this year, you will work a lot with your emotional health, your beliefs, and becoming a strong, independent person. This is what I see, pile two. Something you have to start to become honest with yourself, with who you are, what kind of path you're walking, and be brave. You have to be brave. You have to be strong. And this year, I don't want to become this messenger of bad news, but I think this will be a testing year for you when it comes to your mental health and your limited beliefs. This has to do with your beliefs that you are living through you see from a very small, narrow perspective this life. You're very narrow-minded and you have to change that, I start to see a red thread through this reading, and I think you will understand, pile two, what this is all about. You might also be a Capricorn watching this video. Pluto, planet Pluto will change the sign this year, 21st of January, from Capricorn to Aquarius. Very interesting that I pick up the Aquarian card. I do see that you will have to leave something from a bigger cycle, and you have to deal with new things in your life. But be prepared to work on yourself this year. This year is all about reevaluating your values. Spiritual, emotional, psychological, material, emotional, even maybe, yeah. But you have to take control over your life. I feel like you are right now maybe defending the way you're living and the way you're thinking, but this won't last forever. You have to sit down and see what you need to change. But change is coming for you in a big way, maybe in a harsh way, Life can sometimes slap us when we do not take action to improve ourselves. Okay? This is what I see, pile 2. I wish you all good luck. I wish you the best for you, pile 2. But let me see here. Let me see here. What happens when you are evaluating yourself? Because I feel I can't leave you, pile 2. I don't want you to make, yeah, there is something heavy you have to leave behind you. Some kind of lifestyle you have to leave behind you, attitudes. Yeah, and this is when you leave something behind you, you'll get new choices. And Queen of Cups, there is, when you leave this emotional heaviness, burden behind you, this is when true love can enter your life, pile 2. So this Eureka, maybe you're avoiding love. Maybe you're avoiding that because you do not know anything else than being in your solitude, and living by beliefs and principle of how life should become. Be open for new beliefs. Be open for new spiritual beliefs. If you're an atheist, be open to think about, some spiritual practice, or change that, change from old beliefs to new beliefs. It's not dangerous. You can always come back and see things from a different perspective, pile 2. But I also see that when you're leaving your past, your limited beliefs, this is when love enters. And this is when things will start flow and become beautiful. And it all starts from the heart center. This is from the heart. Things change when you're changing something within your heart. And be open for love. Be open to receive the love that you never had before, okay? Maybe some of you are maybe you have left a relationship, but you haven't left the thought of them or the old things that you have experienced before. Okay, pile 2, thank you very much. Ace of Wands, yes, this is when you leave the past behind, and this is when the new chapter can begin. So leave your past behind, and new beautiful things will enter your life. Okay? Bye. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to this reading. I hope you will enjoy this reading for 2024. Before I will start to the major reading, I will pick an angelic message to you. Okay? Let's see here what the angels want to bring to you for the year 2024. Midas star, luck is on your side. Let the magic happen. Okay, this might be a very magical year. A year of positive change ahead of you. This is what I see. I mean, this is a beautiful card. Beautiful, simple, yet a deep message for you, pile 3. Let's see here. I mean, I love this image. Do you see? This is the Sacred Rebel Oracle. I got this year, and maybe it was end in December 2023. I love this deck. I've started to work with this deck. But anyway, let's see here. Release the dark wound. Let love live. Beautiful image. Kali, endings and beginnings. Okay. I do see a change coming your way, a big transformational change. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Inner peace. Leadership. Okay, do you see this Libra sign here? The South Node is in Libra, so there is some karmic thing going on here too. Let's see here. Luck is on your way, but I think the luck will come when you are leaving your past behind. And this is a perfect time now, this year, in the beginning of this year, to do that because all planets are direct. So if you haven't done that, do that shadow work or inner work, that Kali work, so you can release, so new things can come. And I think this year you will try to find inner peace within yourself, pile 3. This is the last pile. And when you find inner peace, this is when things will start flourish in your life. But let's see here. Leadership. I feel like there is a lot of mixed messages here. I feel like some part of this reading will have to do with some emotional work. You will have to release something. I do also see that something that you are committed to will be tested. And I do see that you also need to rest, but also take leadership when it comes to work, but also your own life. But I do feel a mix of things. So this might be a very busy year for you, pile 3. But let's shuffle some tarot cards to see what is coming up for you in this reading. Okay. 8 of Cups. Strength, leadership, yeah. Page of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. The Star. Beautiful. And Justice. This is very interesting reading. I do see that you will have to leave something behind you. And the Hermit card in the bottom of this deck. There are many major arcana cards in this pile. So I do see, pile 3, that there is a lot of changes happening. I mean, you have the Star card, the Justice card, the Strength, and the Hermit. Strength, I think you have to take responsibility in your lives and face the hardships that might come forward in your life, pile 3. I do see that you will have to, deal with your inner battles also. Because I do see that, you see this Kali card and the Strength. You have to face your own inner demons and leave them behind you. There is something from the past, from past year, I think, that you have to release. And this is when you can embark on a more healthy emotional journey. And this is when luck is not necessarily money or getting that job that you want to have. Sometimes luck is finding that inner peace, finding that inner knowing, and understanding also that the patterns you are kind of continuing will have its own effect. But when you face your shadow side, this is when you will encounter love. And this is when things will start to flourish in your life, pile 3. This is kind of similar to pile 2, but I do see that this pile has to do more with that I feel like you know how to find inner peace. First pile is more about releasing kind of big things and going through awakening. But I think you understand that you already have everything, pile 3. You already have everything. You don't need to add more in your life. What you need to do is to find that inner peace, inner stability, and there is some major breakthrough that you will encounter this year. Maybe you will attract a job that you always wanted to have. There is a wish that will be fulfilled, a big wish that will be fulfilled this year. I do feel that I think with the Libra sign, I've been seeing so much Libra right now. I do see that this new beginning has to do with signing some kind of contract. There is a contract involved with this wish that is becoming true, fulfilled. So you have to sign something. I do see that you have to sign some kind of document and do this properly with you can't fake anything, you can't lie. You have to be very honest with your actions. Because I do see signing of documents, and you have to do it in the right way, the lawful way, no lying, no cheating. You have to truly be honest with your intentions if you want this dream to become true. You can't avoid this step. This contract might change the course of your life. But before you can do that, you have to find your inner peace and understand. You have to understand, pile 3, that you have everything. You have everything. I feel like you might encounter someone with a Virgo quality that will help you. Maybe that person is a Virgo or they're a bit of older. You might find a mentor who will guide you in the right way, who might make your life go forward in another way. You might actually have to seek some kind of guidance and help from some, not authority, but someone who has that wisdom. And I do see that you have to work through, go through some. I do feel that your finances will improve this year, pile 3. Your finances will improve very much this year, but you have to understand, again, you have to understand that you already have everything that you need. You don't need anything more. You already have that you want to have, You just have to understand that you have to be committed no matter what kind of dreams you have. Be committed no matter what you're facing. Yeah. I do see that you will spend more time with families. There might be some kind of conflict coming towards you. There is some battles. This could maybe it has to do with your past. But I do see that there is some battles you are going to face. What is this card about? Let's see. Okay. You have to see, no matter what kind of adversities is coming your way, some things are on a mental level. I do see that there are challenges. There are 3 5s. But what does this have to do with? Okay. You have to balance your finances. The thing is, get rid of everything on a mental level, but also on a physical level. All kind of codependency that you are facing with, you know. Maybe for you, part three, you have to stop sabotaging for yourself and see that you are stronger than you realize that you are. Because I do think this has to do with your masculine and feminine side is working for you and creating the possibility to have what you want in your life, you know. The masculine and feminine principles of creativity is very active here right now. I do see some conflicts, adversity, betrayals, and you know, this card is very strongly linked to poverty mindset, you know, scarcity mindset. And you have to be very careful with that, you know, because you might start a negative loop of negative thinking, because you will fulfill your dreams, but you have to understand that you're the creator of your own life and the dreams that you want to have, okay? And I do feel like the star here from the Hermit card is really shining. It stands out. So if you are facing problems this year, seek help. Seek someone who has knowledge to help you to go through the problems that you might face. But you have to let go. In the beginning, this is the first card, you know, and the Kali card. You have to let go of codependent relationship, scarcity mindset, and people who don't want the best of you, you know? And this is in the bottom of the deck. Seek guidance and help, and things will change for you. You know, never forget this angelic message for you, pile 3. Okay? This is what is waiting for you. You will get challenged by old beliefs that you carry within you. So the journey is to find inner peace. And this is when things can unfold itself. This is when luck can come into your life. But you have to understand that you are a creator of your own reality, pile 3. And that you are stronger than you are. But you have that energy. You have everything within yourself, you know. So thank you very much, pile 3. And have a good day. Bye.